college football.
Sorry, guys, for our
I'll
delay.
let you start. We'll do Bailey first. We'll ask
You want me
Bailey.
to start?
Ask Bailey.
Hey, Bailey, what do you think is different about this team today than where you were a year ago?
I think the chemistry. I think just being able to get out and run in transition, we're able to play a lot faster, have a lot more athletes on the team, and that always helps. So just being able to move the ball and play with pace has been our biggest, I think, difference from the past couple of years.
How much more comfortable are you in this offense today being at your natural position?
I love it. I love that I don't have to play out of position anymore, but at the same time, like, Gemma makes us look really good. She facilitates really well. She gets us open shots and makes my job a lot easier.
How excited are you to play Baylor on Sunday?
I'm super excited. I mean, everybody's 0-0. It's the start of a new season, so I just want to start it off right.
Do you feel like this is your best team that you're taking in to take on a Baylor team there?
Absolutely, without a doubt in my mind.
What do you think makes it different?
I would just say the way that we're able to play together, the way that we're able to execute, and the way that we're able to defend. I mean, we hold people to their lowest point totals for the year, and we do that consistently.
And you're also scoring more, too.
We are.
Way to go, Chuck.
Scott, their guard, I know you guys are going to have to go up against her in a lot of matchups. What have you seen in kind of the lead up to going up against one of the better guards in the Big 12, and how do you plan on kind of trying your best to guard her the best you can and give you guys a chance?
Like you said, she's a really, really good basketball player. She's super quick, super shifty. She can hit tough shots. She can hit open shots. She's a really good facilitator. So I think for us, it's just about keeping her in front, staying disciplined, doing what we already do, just taking it up a notch, because, you know, this is Big 12 basketball. Everybody's going to be bigger, faster, stronger. So it's just a matter of us continuing to do what we do, but taking that step to, you know, be a little bit more aggressive, contain some better players. But at the end of the day, you know, we just got to keep everybody in front.
And then my second one is being a part of this program for so many years now. What do you think are the major adjustments from this team, from teams that you've been a part of in years past, that give you guys the best chance in Big 12 play this year?
Like I've been saying for most of the year, we're a lot more athletic. We're all very much older, and that's a good thing, because we know this is our last go-around. We have a very mature mindset when it comes to starting this new season, and I think that being able to go to Baylor and kick this thing off with hopefully a really good crowd and a really good win away is a good way to start.
Hey, one more for me. Did you watch the game last night?
I did watch the game.
How much different did they look to you without Scott?
I think she's a huge piece of their offense. I mean, anybody who has a dynamic guard like that, they're going to be a big piece of their offense. But, you know, still at the end of the day, we're going to prepare if she's playing and prepare if she's not playing and be ready either way.
Good job, Bailey.
Coach, will you talk about Scott not being with them and how much difference that makes their team?
Yeah, I mean, clearly, when you lose your leading scorer, I think, and I've that's happened to me before too, and it kind of sends shockwaves through your team at first, but then you can see them start settling in, because they've got really good basketball players, and I thought you saw that actually throughout the game last night when they played. I felt like maybe early they were trying to still figure it out, but then they really started settling in, and like Bella Fauntleroy started playing Bella basketball, which she kind of took over scoring wise. I thought that Little Paige Buggs was huge on the boards, which she normally is, and then their point guard Jana, she held them together the entire game. So they're a good basketball team. They're a little bit different without Scott, but at the same time, it kind of opens it up for the others to do what they do best.
But Southern last night, they had opportunities in the paint that probably you guys look at and go, that's where the opportunity is for you on Sunday, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that I definitely think there's opportunities for us in a lot of different areas, but yeah, I mean, I think that we got to get points in the paint. We have to get high percentage shots, but we've also got to limit theirs. And, we've got to keep them in front of us, whether Scott plays or not. They do a good job in transition, and we've got to defend without fouling, and then we got to keep them off the boards. And I think all those things are really what they do really well, and things that we're going to have to really stress and counter well. But then offensively, we've got to take care of the basketballs, share it like we normally do. Obviously, we like to get points in the paint and then kick out threes. So hopefully, we can be on point and be really aggressive and do those things.
Do you feel like you're as prepared as you wanted to be going into Big 12 when you started preseason practices?
Yeah, I think we took care of business in the non-conference, and I think that we're in a good spot. I feel like we've defined some roles, and I think our chemistry is really good, and I think we have people stepping up now that maybe we still had a question mark about when we first started the season. And it's awesome that Sarah had a big night the last time out, because obviously we need some more paint presence, and obviously Jada Malone's playing well. So those two together help us a lot in the paint. But I think that our kids are just gelling really well, and I think it's time to start conference play.
Coach, heading into conference, how big of a deal has it been? Your defense has always been really good to start games. Even in the past matchup against Jacksonville, that was a game where you guys leaned on your defense early, even though shots weren't falling. How important is it going to be to set your defense early in this game on the road in a hostile environment?
Yeah, I think that's what our identity is our defense. So we've got to come out and make sure that our defense is set, that we are being aggressive, that we are defending without fouling, and that we let that defense get our offense started. With stops and rebounding the basketball leads us into our transition. And I think when we played against Jacksonville on Wednesday, I think it was very evident, like, as long as we're defending, we can stay in games no matter what's happening on offense. And even though I thought we still scored the ball well, we didn't shoot it well. But still to be able to win that convincingly without shooting the ball well from the three-point line tells us that we're doing other things good enough to win.
And then, Baylor's still Baylor, but they obviously off the bench maybe don't have as much depth as they've had in the past. How important maybe, and I know you can't go into game plan too much, is it going to be to attack the rim and try to get their starters in foul trouble early and try to get to the free throw line against a team that maybe doesn't have as many players that have had as much experience on past teams that Baylor's had?
Yeah, I think, at the end of the day, we've got to do what we do as a team. And I think that we try really hard no matter what and who we're playing, that we try to attack, we try to come out and pressure the ball, we try to turn people over, we push it in transition. We obviously want to be the aggressors. And I think when you get to Big 12 basketball, you're going to have to play really talented teams and really talented people, and we've got to do our best to take away their strengths and try to expose as many weaknesses as we can. And I don't know that we can necessarily, we can't necessarily control how the game's going to be called. So we've just got to play our defense and play our offensive game and make sure that we're trying to be aggressive. To if they foul us, they foul us. If not, we got to score it anyway.
Okay, what would a win mean for you in this program, the message that it would send to your players, your fan base, boosters, et cetera?
Yeah. We want to start. We did our job, right, in the non-conference. And we can't be penalized for that. We played a good schedule. We took care of business. We beat people the way we're supposed to beat them. And I think we've positioned ourselves in the right way for conference play. Clearly, everybody wants to start with a win in conference play. And we have an awesome opportunity here. We're on the road. That's adversity for sure. But we've played games on the road this year to set us up for that. We are expecting a good crowd of red and black when we go. So we're excited about that as well. But a win would just mean that obviously we're starting conference off well. Hopefully it would send a message to our fans to come help us after the new year, right, and fill up the stands at the USA and help us on being that sixth man. But right now, it's really about us in that locker room, and we are focused and determined to play really good basketball and to give ourselves a chance to win every time we step on the floor. All right. Thank you, guys.